what happens this time. Can y'all see me and hear me okay? Are we clear? I had to switch out phones, y'all. So hopefully we're clear on this one. So y'all let me know. I think we're back. How we looking, y'all? So I went to my good old trusty dusty Samsung.
Oh, do we need to switch back?
Why would we need to switch back?
Let's talk.
Oh, back to Samsung? I like my iPhone though, but for streaming, it's not doing too well. It's clear. Oh, okay. Samsung coming through. Okay. So who on here is Team Samsung?
Hi, Rebecca Jane. Rebecca at school again.
Thank y'all for being patient while we adjust, okay? Sometimes it's like that. I love my iPhone and I love the pictures that it takes. And I love the video.
But the streaming.
But man, the streaming. Look, Tamika's Team Samsung. Rhonda too, for 15 years.
Master Chef Dragon is 17, anything except the iPhone.
Man, this is not looking good for I may have to go over there. We have our contact person too.
Yeah.
Don't we?
She probably disappeared.
You know what?
She got the money.
I think I'm gonna need to give Carrie, she's our mobile expert. I'm gonna have to go give her a visit. You know? I'm gonna have to go give Carrie a visit.
Carrie!
I have her card still. So I may need to go over there and say, look, I got my family I need to connect with every week. Okay, it is a must. Barbara Murphy, how you doing? Let me just take a break and tell y'all what I had for breakfast. First of all, I worked out this morning. Okay? So I did a 30-minute high-intensity workout. It's called the Superset Workout, right? So there's like 3 sets of intense workouts. And you get like rest periods after like 10 minutes. So it's a 30-minute workout. You get 2 rest periods. So you have like 60 minutes of the activity and then like you get like 10 seconds rest. 60 seconds of activity, 10 seconds rest. Anyway, Ariel went to the gym this morning because she had her hot yoga class. But Ariel decides to call me. Hey, Mom, I'm heading over to the cupcake shop. What's the name of the place? A piece of cake, right? That's what it's called. Something like that. Piece of cake.
Please.
Mom, they have such and such there. And they have such a, oh, and one of your favorites, they have lemon cake.
So much for that.
And Melanie's here too, so.
And we all jumped on the bandwagon.
Why'd I have to go announce to everybody in the house?
Master Chef Dragon says, are you trying to justify your horrible breakfast by telling us you worked out?
And I am, yes.
Well, how about this, Master Chef?
Let's start with that.
I didn't work out at all, and I had the biggest piece of pound cake. I couldn't even eat it all. That was breakfast.
Right. It was breakfast for us, y'all. But I've been doing good.
With that being said. But I've been doing good.
So I had I just ate like a half of the slice. But when Ariel was like, "Oh, I'll put you on video call so she can show me." It's the one thing that she's telling me, but if she has to show me now, so now she's like up against the glass. Mom, look what they have. They have red velvet. They have birthday cake. They have such. I was like,
Melanie came back in the area where we were working, salivating. Then she got me salivating.
I said, hey, might as well. We had dessert for breakfast, y'all. Yes, we did. I'm not afraid to
Look
say
at this. Ooh, Master Chef wasn't playing. Master Chef had oxtails and macaroni and cheese for breakfast. Master Chef was not playing. Ooh, Master Chef, that's my favorite thing, I think.
A piece of cake. I think Ariel got the, Bill got the pound cake. Ariel got the,
Oxtails and pound cake.
Mmm.
Yes, Barbara Murphy is doing well. Yes, Sarah, it was her fault. We're blaming it on her.
That was just a side note. Okay.
Teresa Hunter had cabbage, rice, and turkey necks.
Oh, boy.
Bonnie Glover says she's an enabler.
She is an enabler. And I could have said no, though. The power was within me to say no. And I said, you know what? I'm going to have my cake, and I'm going to eat it, too.
Oh, Walter Russell. Walter Russell said, Tracy is slipping let you eat pound cake. It should be called 10-pound cake.
That's exactly what it is. Walter. So, y'all, are we still clear?
Yes.
I can move my hands around real fast?
Yes.
Because Bill wants me to go in slow motion when I have the iPhone.
We may have to start using this one for the thing. But I'm going to work out for 30 minutes after this live.
We're supposed to be going to we're going to pick up my mother, babe. Yeah,
you
get 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
Yeah.
If I rush down there.
And I'm going to hold him to it, y'all, because I'm going to hold him to it.
Okay.
So anyway, today we're going to pick up my mother and my sister and the Quilting Marine, Mark, my brother-in-law, is coming over this way because we're going to go to get some pedicures, y'all. And the men are going to be with us.
You got to drag your mother out of the house in a headlock.
The guys are coming with us. My mother, she already said she was coming, so that's good. So, yeah. So, Mark is going to go get his feet done. This is the first time the Quilting Marine is getting a pedicure. This is his first time.
I agree, Master Chef. Master Chef says, just use this iPhone for the lives.
Just use this?
So much better.
Oh, this is not an iPhone. This is a Samsung. So
no, just this phone. I said iPhone by mistake, but use this phone.
This phone, yeah. I guess we can. So y'all don't want to see me on here just chit-chatting away, talking about what we're doing today. Yeah, so we're going to be taking Mom over there this afternoon to get her her stuff done. Her feet and my feet. I may get my nails done. I'm not sure. I think I do a pretty good job with the gel polish, but I might let them do it this time. So anyway, next week, y'all, we will not be live. We won't be live next Thursday. Which will be what date? Next week, Thursday, we will not be live.
That is the 15th.
I love getting pedicures.
Let me thumbs up myself. I forgot to do it. I agree, Brenda Bartwin. Brenda says men need a pedi worse than most women.
Look, we're going to be going on a mini vacation next week, and the day that we're coming back we'll be traveling back, so we won't be live. So we're taking a mini vacation, me, Bill, my sister, and the Quilting Marine. Talk about laughter, like overload laughter. I'm going to feel like I've done like 1,000 sit-ups by the time we get back because they are such a hoot.
Hopefully I have some ribs.
So this is the first time we're taking a vacation with me and Bill and my sister and Mark. And we're just super excited about it.
Exactly.
We're super excited. And I'm not cooking, okay? I'm not cooking that whole week. I'm not cooking the whole week.
Christopher Queen says, on another note, can't wait to see what you have in front of you.
I can't wait to share it. I need to go ahead and share it, right?
Yes.
So yeah, that's what we're gonna be. I can't have my toes in the sand looking atrocious, and neither can Bill. I refuse to let my husband
Bonnie Glover. Bonnie
walk on
says
that
Bill is
beach,
going to starve.
leaving pterodactyl stuff. Um, yeah, leaving pterodactyl footprints in the sand.
They'll be like, well, we found him. You found
Yeah,
what? Bigfoot.
yeah. So just a mini
It's got to be
vacation,
Bigfoot, but leaving some trails like
and
this.
we were like, here's why we're so excited, because this is the first time we haven't had any kids with us. Like, you know how you go on vacation, there's always like a child in tow with you. You know, like, I mean, the kids are great, but it's nice to just take a vacation
Tracy,
with them.
Walter Russell says, he says, bring the drill with the grinding stones for me and Mark.
like a Dremel, right? Y'all are too funny. Yes. So anyway, let's go ahead and get to this beautiful book. For those of you that may be just coming in, the kits are available in the store. This is the Prima Queen collection, right? So we have the kits already in the store. They're all bagged up and ready to go, okay? And so this is what I created using the Queen collection. The 6x6 paper. I still have some left over.
The Queen collection.
I still have quite a bit left over. And I'm going to make another one of these because I want both my daughters to have one. To have one each. I think it'll be a great gift for the two of them.
You know what's really interesting is the impact isn't right now. The impact is years from now when they happen to look through their things and say,
Mom made this for
Mama
me.
gave me this.
Yep. But look how gorgeous this. So I made this just kind of cut paper, and those gems, y'all. These little gems. And there's still so much left over to use. These little gems right here. How gorgeous is this? I put a pocket in here. So this is a pocket. I'll show y'all that. It's a pocket right there. I did another pocket here. And then I made these cute little bookmarks, right? I just punched a heart in that one. If I want, I can top it off and add some string to it. This one I just said, let me take some of the little scraps that are left over and put those on here, right? And the stickers, this comes with a ton of stickers, y'all. I haven't even used this yet. So here's stickers that I'm starting to use. I have not used these yet. So I'm going to add them to my book. How beautiful is that?
Betty Penny says,
and these are
yes. I love this collection. I have some of it myself.
These are extremely thick, okay? These chipboard stickers are really thick. So I'm going to, let's see. See, I'm going to add one of these in, but you can put these on your, so that's a sticker. And you can add these into your, like if I wanted to put something right here. There's like a ton of embellishments on here too. Let's see how sticky that is. Oh, that's pretty sticky. I like to use my art glitter glue still though. Yeah. Even though I have I don't know, it's just something about me. I like to still put glue on my stuff. So I'm just going to put that. Bitty Penny, you have this already? This is absolutely gorgeous. I'm just amazed at how beautiful that paper is. And to me, it kind of has a fall theme going on too with it. Has like a fall theme going on. Right, and I could actually add something in on this page here. You remember this stuff that I have? So you can kind of mix and match it with some of the things that you have already, right? So I'm going to add You never stop playing in these albums, I tell you. It's like, so I think that cookbook is going to be something else. To have the recipe book, I think that's going to be a fun one too. So don't forget, y'all, next Thursday, we will not be live. All right, so let me just put this here. That's how I measure my stuff, okay? How cute. And then this one, I just put a little gem on there. So what are y'all saying? I know, Rose, is this not the... This paper is beautiful. I am really in love with this paper. So I left this blank, but I could add some more stuff in here. We have these, the Project Life cards. I call these Project Life cards, journaling cards, because on the back of these, you could also have like a writing area on the back. So how pretty is that? And that's where I got this one from. So there are like 32 cards in here. And you can take some of these and you can add them to, like, you can make a greeting card out of this, right? Or you can slip them in the pockets. Then I did this. I glued here, and then just slipped like some extra paper in here, right? I can make a bookmark, put a hole in there, make a bookmark. Here's another one. I just made a little tuck spot there. And I made this. Someone asked a question about putting more pages.
Yes, Gaytan. She says, do you remember that I asked you if we can put more pages? Well, I'm not done. I haven't done my album yet. So I think that's enough pages. I was so excited, I think.
You can do more pages, though. You can make this as...
She said, I still have 4 pages to do. You
can put as many pages in here as you want. And look at that. This is just so beautiful. Whoever did the artwork for this, the whole design is just...
Biddy says, this
is just next level.
Was so perfect for our family. I made a couple of cards and hoarded the rest.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. I can see how you can hoard this paper.
Sarah Johnson says you could score that card at the top and still be able to write on the back.
Yes, you could. Yeah. How beautiful is that? It's just...
Hi, Dan, Moore and Bertha.
Just loving this.
Tracy G says that paper is really spectacular.
So I add another pocket here. Right.
See you, Brenda. Brenda has to go back to work.
See you, Brenda. Add another pocket here. I can do like a, let's see, do my journaling card in here too. Let's see. Ooh, guess what I could do with this? Let me show y'all.
You go up close on that one.
So I can go like here.
The image on that thing is incredible.
It's just beautiful. Hey, Mercy.
Beanie Freak.
So I could take this and glue each side. Look at the back of that, right? So you could actually use your stamp and stamp something on there.
Hold up. Did you say there's not going to be a live on Thursday next week?
Yep.
Crafting Police.
Y'all are funny.
Police. That's all I know.
Y'all are too funny, okay?
Hi, Raymond. Ursula says, my hubby Raymond says hello.
Hey, how are ya?
So, did they call you Raymond or Ray? Or your wife says Raymond and everybody else says Ray?
So I just did the sides on this one because I could always go and tuck something in here, right?
No,
so that's just another spot to tuck in.
They call me Mr. Moore.
If you have a longer piece, you can tuck that in, right? Your longer pieces. So much you could do with those cards. And those can actually be a pocket too. Oh, this I made, I was just kind of trying something out. I just folded this paper over and used one of the smaller paper clips. And then I had these. I've had these in my stash for so long. And then I just cut out, I actually punched out a little heart and put one of the gems on there and made this. I was just playing around, right? Playing around and discovered something. So you see that? Look how cute. Little dangle on there.
A dangle kind of adds something to it.
It does. It's cute. And then her earrings. Did you notice her earrings? Her earrings are so cute. Jill Pounds is funny. 911. What's your emergency? There's not going to be a Mindless Crafting live next week. Oh, we'll be right over. Do you know their location?
A special combo. Mindless Crafting.
Quilted Marine
Quilted
combo.
Marine. Just a quick 15-minute. Here we are.
So yeah, I'm still adding stuff to this album, y'all. Still adding stuff. And I could I was gluing some of my scraps together. If I wanted, I could put it on here. Or I can add her on here also. Right? And then I could tuck it in here just like that. So, you know, so many different ways to do something. And then that's the back cover. So still adding stuff in, y'all. So let me show you what we could do with this stamp set. Look how pretty that is, because it has a lot of the elements that are in the ephemera. So a lot of the elements are in the ephemera. Look at that. So if you said, oh, I would love to get more of this, you could use that stamp. And then look at all the stuff it has on it. Most memorable moment. Good things take time. Faith. Once upon a time. Thankful. Beautiful life. Queen bee. Heart of gold. Laugh often. Wild dreams. I love this. And then look, the hearts. This right here is actually, I used this on something. Look, I used this right here. So it has the elements of the ephemera is actually in the stamp set.
Okay, let me answer this. Now, yes, I just put the link for those Project Life cards, the kit that we have available. It has a lot of stuff in there.
Yeah, the kit has like 10 different items in there.
No, some of the Project Life recipe cards. It's 120
Oh, the
pieces.
recipe. Yes, yes. There's 120 pieces in there. I thought you were talking about these right here.
Yeah, thank you, Bertha.
Okay, so let's go ahead and... So they have, look, this one has the two. This is not like ours, but we have it in the store, you know? But it's okay. It's got the two. I have to make sure I don't lose my acetate, though. Okay, let's see. So you could actually take this, and if you wanted to stamp something else on here, you could. Let's go ahead and get my block here.
Gaytan, you'll hear something funny. Gaytan says, I'm just tired because I have insomnia. I fell asleep at around 3:30 and I had to get up at 8. I felt like I wanted to get up at 4 o'clock this morning, but I was looking at the clock and it was 3:30.
How come y'all didn't tell me my desk looks so messy?
Because it's quite obvious that you have to have known that, okay?
I did not know that my desk. Now that I'm looking up at the camera, I'm like,
We
woo!
said there's no way she doesn't know this. So I'm not even going to say it, okay?
Mm. Is that not beautiful? Okay, so let's go ahead and make... I want to stamp something out on this.
Samantha Hunter says, oh, Miss Tracy, you put your life into this card. I just tune in. How can I too enjoy this collection? Thanks for the inspiration.
Oh, you are so welcome. You're so welcome.
I like the elegance of that book. It just
It's
has like a. I could imagine like Chelsea or someone is going to see this like 10, 15 years from now. Maybe they give it, they show their kids, show their daughter, even
right.
their
So you
son.
you can actually make um your own patterns on here. And yes, it's a beautiful gift.
Exactly, Tracy. Betty Penny says, this is what being in the zone looks like sometimes. Messy.
Yes, it does. Yeah.
The kids say you should have seen my table when I was doing the mini album. You know, if you stop every second and talk about I need to clean up, you're gonna lose the inspiration. You have to let it fly.
I can thrive in some messes, but there comes a point where I have to just like, let me clean it up, okay?
Bye, Rebecca Jane.
Bye, Rebecca. So I'm creating a little pattern on here. Look at that.
Another thing I like about the book, it's like you put just enough. You didn't really over clutter. You could have kept going and put a whole
I am
bunch
going to
of,
keep going though, darling.
but I'm saying you could have put a whole bunch of stuff
Oh,
all
on
over
the cover,
place.
yes.
But the cover has just enough. It doesn't detract from
But
the
you have an
elegance
ink.
of this woman while surrounding her with just enough for
Right.
you to say, ooh.
Yep.
Cheryl says she loved the tutorial.
Oh, I'm so glad. I'm glad to be back making tutorials. I know I've said that before, but I'm really glad to be back and making tutorials, right? So now if you wanted to bookmark this, you could. I love the way that looks on there. Right? You can punch a hole in it and
I understand, Betty. I mean, Bonnie Glover. Bonnie Glover says all her life she's never sleep longer than 4 hours unless she was sick, but since she had a heart attack, she could sleep 6 at the most. But she still pretty much zeroes in on 4. I'm like that. So I understand. Jill Pound says, I'm glad the tutorial was so long.
it was a long one. I've had people tell, I don't want a tutorial that long. And the tutorial was too long. And I didn't need to know all that stuff. Okay.
I always tell people just speed it up.
And look, so the thing is, you're limited on time, but you took the time to write me and tell me the tutorial was too long.
Here's a good question by Crystal B. Queen. She says, was your trip to the museum, the African American Museum, was it motivation for this kit?
No.
It's so beautiful and different.
Absolutely not. I've had these kits since I think Melanie started to put them together in May. We went to the museum. Yeah, we had already. Someone actually sent me a gift using this kit, and I was just absolutely mesmerized by her creation. She did a card, and I think it was a box. It was a box that she did, and I was just like,
So
that paper is gorgeous. And many of you asked if I could find that paper. Now, when I went to go find it, like the kit stuff, it was already like gone in all the supply. No one had it. And I did find one supplier that actually had it.
Tracy T says people need to shut their yappers. If they don't want to watch it, just stop. I
Oh,
love
my
all your lives
goodness.
and tutorials.
Y'all look. To be a YouTuber, you do have to have a thick skin. You cannot, and just as a person in life, you can't allow what someone thinks of you to hold you hostage, or someone's criticism of you saying that you're not good enough. I know someone needs to hear this. To hold you hostage and write the script for your life. Right? My cards are not good enough. I'm not a good enough writer. I can't draw. Like, this is someone now who told you that. I know we're our worst critics, but don't allow someone else to rewrite your story, okay? Because your story is your story.
This is interesting. Beanie Freak says, I'm going to be honest and say I haven't been watching your tutorials. I have to have this interaction. This is what I look forward to all week. Doctor's appointments are made around these lives.
Oh my goodness, I love it. I absolutely love that. So I can slip this right in there.
Kitty May says truth. Preach.
Right. I'm like, we talked about chapters and like we're in certain chapters of our life, right? 10 years go by. We're in whatever chapter, right? When we were kids, we started out in the first chapter. We're grown adults now. And we're in like that next chapter of our lives. Why are you still in chapter 1 when you need to be in chapter 10 creating chapter 11, right? So my message is stop letting the naysayers and the people who have doubts in you, stop allowing their criticism to linger, right? Because I'm telling you now, if I was one of those people that listened to everybody's criticism of how our channel should be and what I'm not doing and what I'm not good at, I would have left YouTube, really. I would have left because I'm like, woo, y'all too much for me. No.
Exactly. Because
maybe we're just too much for you, right? Maybe me and iCrafty family are just a little bit too much for everyone else, right? We're not everyone's cup of tea. And guess what? We don't have to be. We're who we are, right?
Well, often I think sometimes when people look at someone else, it reveals to them what they're lacking, and they don't like what they see, so they want you to stop.
Yep.
How dare you look at chapter 10 of your life? Go back to chapter 1, where I am.
Yep. Rather than criticize, encourage, right? Rather than kick down, lift up. And that's what I like about our crafty community, because we're here to lift up. So if you don't want to be on that page with us, then go ahead and keep going. It's okay.
Find a page you're comfortable with.
We're okay.
DX says, I'm really into making journals. I love this version and how you made it to reflect yourself.
I absolutely love it because I see me in this, you know. In this journal, I see me, I see my daughters, I see my mom. Even in the words that are on this, look, big love, brave, laugh often. Even in spite of what you're going through, you need to laugh. You need to just take a break and just laugh out loud as you feel like it, right?
As if no one else is around.
Yep. And one lady said to us, we had some customer service issues this morning, but you know what she said? She was like, Tracy, you and Bill are the best, right? Even with anything that's going on in the store, and many of you are like that, even though we may make mistakes or something might not be working correctly in the store, y'all are the most patient and kindest people I could just, you know. So here I am apologizing for the inconvenience, and she's like, y'all are just the best. I just want you to know that. And so I said, you know what? That's because you deserve nothing but the best. You deserve the best. And once you start taking the limits off of whatever is limiting you and say, you know what? I deserve the best. Right? You deserve the best. That's all I got to say. Stop doubting yourself. If you feel like you want to draw outside the line, then you go ahead and draw outside the line. If you start creating something and someone else thinks that your creation isn't that good, keep creating that thing, okay? Don't allow that person to stop you.
dare to be bad until your bad becomes good.
But who's telling you you're bad, right? It's
Someone who's
who are
not
you?
doing the work themselves.
Right. It's always someone who's not doing the work that tells you, you know,
That wants to criticize
how
your
awful
work.
your creation is, or however, whatever it is that your journey is, you know.
Crystal McQueen says teaching has a method and a system that is not supposed to be a quick event. You're a teacher and planning the lesson is critical. People who say videos are too long probably didn't like school.
Right. Because I want the beginner. I want the person that's still struggling. And you know what? There's a forward button. There's like a forward button on the video. So if you've already done this part, I already know how to do that. I didn't need to hear all of this. There's a forward button, and then there's that button that, like, you can change your channel.
Actually, you can be an advanced crafter or advanced in whatever and still get something from this. The main thing we really talk about in Mindless Crafting is getting past self-imposed inhibitions.
Yep.
Even if you think they come from the outside, just because someone throws it in your court doesn't mean you have to accept it. For some reason, we accept that thing, and we say, well, this inhibition that they've volleyed over into my court, it must belong to me. I guess I can't do it.
Right. Stop.
Volley it back. I don't have to have this. I can do it.
Right. Stop allowing someone's opinion of you. Stop allowing that to be the opinion that you have of yourself. Oh, I'm not that good. Who put that in you to make you say that I'm not? Don't do that. I'm just here to tell you, do not do that, because we are our worst critics, and sometimes we want to strive to do our best, and we'll just keep getting better at it, and we'll learn something along the way. But don't allow someone else's opinion rewrite your story, because you have so much in you. You have a kind heart, and don't allow that person to take, as hard as it is, don't allow someone else to make you a bitter person as you move forward in this lifetime. Because we only have the one life to live. And so how do we decide, how are we going to decide to live it, right? At this chapter in our lives.
Exactly. Biddy Penny says, representation is so critical. That's what I loved about this collection. I knew my daughter would see herself in that cover image, and my mother-in-law. I hope more collections like this come out.
I do too, and for some reason, I just feel like the collection may need to come through us. You know, I've been having that in my heart a lot since we actually started to do something, you know, that's representative of my family and my daughters and my mom and my husband, you know, and my nephews and my cousins, and it really matters. And for kids out there too.
Here's a great one. Walter Russell says, I had enough diapers in puberty and all that other stuff. I don't need to go back to the first chapter in my life.
Right.
I don't think anyone else does either.
You don't? No? Exactly.
You know, that's come I was telling someone. I said, let's say if you decide to pick up an instrument, like I want to play guitar or piano or whatever, and you're like, what, 50, 60, whatever, you're definitely not a kid. You can't get an instructor who wants to have start you off on Mary Had a Little Lamb. You know, you still want simple options, but the average adult is not going to be interested in Mary Had a Little Lamb. It's just not.
I would.
No, you're not. But you will want to learn how to take a simple melody that you like.
Mm-hmm.
And once you understand the mechanics of the melody, of the bass, of the chord, how to build that thing, you get excited. But I can't get excited over cartoons. I'm done. That stage is past. You know.
So Bugs Bunny is a no, huh?
I can't. I used to think I would never not watch like
Bugs Bunny
cartoons.
You grow out of it, right?
Right. You pass through that chapter of your life. You just it's Okay, much as I love sports, I can't even stand to watch sports unless it's on
Some things we like,
reruns. Yeah, I mean, it has to be highlights. 2 minutes, that's it.
Gotcha.
I feel like I've seen so many, it's the same play over and over again.
We got the lawnmower going.
Exactly, D says, don't take what someone says personal because they're the one with the problem. Every time, a lesson I learned late. Remember, someone's opinion is not your opinion.
Not your opinion.
By the way, guys, I'm missing an awful lot of comments, and I do apologize. It's just so much happening.
I would love to hear them. What y'all saying?
They're saying a lot of stuff, okay? But I'll try to read some. See you, Donna Moore. Donna has to go.
Bye, Donna.
We'll go backwards. Roberta Wilson says, someone telling you that you're not good enough to sell your craft is very off-putting. It can make you lose your confidence.
Yep.
It's so unfair.
And that's one of the things that I'm referring to is there's a lot of people out there. It's just like the gift basket videos. Some people were saying certain things about my gift basket videos as well. And one of the persons was really a highly regarded person. But did I let that stop me?
Tamika says, can I
Nope.
get the paper pack only? Is that possible?
You know what? We have all of the kids together, I may have to go back and see what's left over because I want to make sure I have everything for all the paper for all the kits, and then I'll put stuff in for the if there's any paper packs left.
Exactly, Master Chef Dragon. She says, long videos are a blessing. I love watching the process. I learn something every time.
Me too.
The videos can be watched at accelerated speeds. Haters are simply unhappy people.
They really are. Then you might not want to go to the other channel then. Because the hate is real, okay?
Y'all,
oh my
actually
goodness.
trying to go backwards to read some comments.
You may not want to visit our other channel. But then again, yeah, you do want to visit that channel because you don't sing good enough, or your tone in your voice when you're singing. Boy, you talk about... I'm Tracy Phillips singing, okay? I am not Patti LaBelle. I'm singing children's songs. And so, even from teachers, I was actually shocked when I got a note from a teacher saying that she didn't like...
I remember that.
I know. She didn't like the singing or something about the singing, and the kids would never be able to follow
because
me.
it was in the wrong key.
Something about I was singing in the wrong key. And
Studies show that children sing better in G flat or something. She said, I'm like, what is she talking about?
Yeah, so she made sure she let me know.
Kids don't care about no G flat.
Oh boy.
They can't hear that. Can y'all hear that?
Y'all can hear the lawnmower, can't you? Right, so I'm saying this
Exactly, Rodney Higgins.
because I just want to encourage someone that's going through it and saying, I'm not good enough. Yes, you are. Keep going. Perfect your craft, right? But it doesn't have to be perfect. But just get better at whatever it is that you're striving to do.
You're so right, Crystal McQueen. Crystal says, every great artist on YouTube that I watch says the same thing about having to dismiss all the negativity
Ooh,
and press
boy.
on. I guess some persecution is required for greatness.
Yep. I guess so.
I heard
But I know there's a lot of people that have just who are really good at what they do, who just left, I just can't do this anymore.
Sandy Patrick's
Because
funny.
it's just too much, you know?
Sandy says the wrong key. Dang, she definitely would like the key I sing in. I sing in the key of off. Cindy, hold up. No matter what you sound like, you could not possibly sound like my dad. He used to sing with an excessive vibrato, and every note was the same key. It would sound like, oh, man. Sing grace, how sweet the sound. We were like, yeah, please get to pick another note.
Let your dad sing, okay?
Please. I beg you, please.
Let dad sing, okay?
Okay, I'm gonna sing another song. Jingle bells, jingle bells. I'm like, Dad, please, Dad.
I love it. Dad singing from the heart. Okay? Let that man sing.
Exactly.
Dad was singing from the heart. These are so cute. I need to put these in the... Look at this. See, all of this stuff is in that kit, y'all. So much that you can do with it. And I want to do something on here.
Crystal, I have to go listen to it, see what that is. And maybe on another time I'll do a part of it. Crystal says, I would love to hear you sing the gospel song, He Touched Me. Who made that, Crystal? So I can look it up.
I'm just looking through my pile of stuff here, y'all.
Hi, Donna.
Donna! Who's it, Donna Sadley?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Donna. I'm going to put one of these on here.
Prayers, Nadine.
Radiate positivity. Find your balance. If crafting allows you to find your balance, then you do that. It's the thing you love to do.
You got that right, Russell. Walter just got me. He says he might be singing on the same note in the vibrato, but it doesn't make harmony. It can harmony until a lot of other people join in with it.
That's true.
We joined in with it when we went to church, though. We sung wrapped around him all over the place.
That is so true.
Roberta Wilson says, Trace, I've learned a lot from you. I've made gift baskets this past 2 years, and I felt very proud of myself.
Oh, my goodness. You should be proud. That's why I'll never kill somebody's dream, okay? If you have a dream, then you go for it. Because there's dream killers out there, and there's something that's you're supposed to do something that it can only come through you. It can only come through you. Okay, so I want to stamp on some of these little cards here.
I'll look and see, can I see that crystal somewhere? So I know what it is.
Rhonda, she said, Tracy, I love your desk. It looks just like mine. Look, it's called, before you go live, do this. Whoosh, move everything. Let me get this space right here, okay? Just move everything else to the side. That's hilarious, okay? I'm going to stamp on this side here. Now, for those of you wondering, this is not a photopolymer stamp set.
Oh,
this is an acrylic stamp set.
Rhonda Higgins says,
but it gets the job done. It does.
I will be writing the great American novel, and my words will change lives and shift the nation.
Exactly. Rhonda, all I got to say is you can do it.
You know what's really interesting is before you do it, and when you say that, Rhonda, if you say it to the wrong person, to the dream killers, they will make you feel like you're an absolute lunatic for even daring to say something like that. But when Tracy talks to me or to different people and tells the story of Margaret Johnson.
Margaret Johnson Hodge, yeah.
Margaret Johnson Hodge has just a stream of national bestsellers and stuff like that. But prior to that, she was a person who was to come to the library and just read books nonstop.
That's actually how we met.
Well, Tracy was
And
a library
she
manager.
shared her dream with me. This is just a patron that came into the library, and she would read
Write a book.
like all the time, and we became friends because she was from New York, and we were down here in Georgia. We had still just moved here, and she had an idea. She had written a manuscript like years ago. So now she was in her 30s when I met her,
Still holding on to it.
holding on to this manuscript, not thinking that it's good enough. So we would have these, like, she would come to the library and we'd have these conversations about, like, following your dreams. And she had no books at this time.
But she had about 5 or 6.
But she had the manuscript. She had like the one manuscript, basically. And she was like, I really want to be an author. But she was looking for a job in a bank, right? To work in a bank. But she was like, I would really like to be an author and be able to stay home with my kids and write books. Long story short, this woman decides to release her manuscript. Guess what ends up happening? Guess what happens when she decides to let that thing go? Becomes a national best-selling author. I think she's written about 15 books by now.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't until me and Bill went to one of her book, we went to one of her book release parties, remember, downtown in Atlanta. And she starts talking, right? She's like, I just want, there's this one woman, that encouraged me the whole way that I have to thank her. And then she says, Tracy, can you stand up? And I'm like, I'm just another person in the crowd. Like, I'm just happy that she invited me to her book party. And she was like, without this, I was in tears, y'all. Like, the fact that this now best-selling author is like, Tracy, would you stand up? And I'm like, I'm thinking that she's going to say maybe her mom, maybe her sister, or maybe her kids, because she has 2 sons. And she's like, Tracy, would you stand up? And I'm like,
no. She was like, who believed in me until I was able to believe in myself.
Man, I was like blown away. My mind was blown, y'all. I was just like, all we was doing was talking. Like all we were doing was talking. And she was like, if it wasn't for you, all those talks, because it was years later before she even had a book.
This is about 15 national books later. National bestsellers.
And what ended up happening was they wanted her as a best-selling author. They wanted her to come and speak at the library, at the library system that I worked at. And when she was just getting on her feet, I was telling them about this author. And they were like, yeah,
whatever.
Okay, like,
can she come in
now they want her, about it. Right, because she was new. And so now
they're like, oh my God, Margaret Johnson, huh?
She comes to the right. She still does writing programs. She teaches other people how to write now. And so I just thought it was just a story I would share. You just never know what's inside of a person. I mean, and that's why I always say, like, I'll never kill someone's dream, because there's something that's supposed to come through you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Check this out. Now, this is real powerful right here. Gene Johnson says, I enjoy listening to the words of encouragement from you and Bill. As a person who is struggling with depression, and I have no more antidepressant meds, it's an effort to go to the doctor. So listening to y'all helps a lot.
Oh my goodness. Y'all I'm telling you, y'all think that we encourage y'all. When we hear stuff like that, it encourages us. So it's a two-way street. Y'all encourage us to keep going, to do what we do. Do we know every single thing about paper crafting and having a Shopify store? Sure, learned so much over these past couple of years. Do we have it all figured out? No, but we continue to learn and we continue to get better. That is gorgeous. I love how that texture, look at this, y'all. Look at the texture on that heart. I love that. Can y'all still see me? I don't know what happened just now. My thing said it wanted to install something. My phone just said it wants to install.
Rhonda Higgins says, see, God has a plan for our lives. It wants us to live to our fullest potential.
The fullest potential.
We will never know what we can do if we don't at least try.
Right. And sometimes that requires us moving out of our own way. You got to move out of your own way sometimes.
Crystal B. Queen says, I'm sure you save people a lot of copays to see the therapist. Encouragement heals.
Man.
You know what? You're so right on that, Crystal. I mean, not just us. I mean, everyone who has something to say to someone that's good, uplifting, kind, you're making a difference in the world. That's just how it is. I mean, my mother used to always say, if you don't have anything good to say to anyone, don't say anything. Don't say anything.
There's a whole lot of people that need to take that advice.
There's
a whole lot of people that need to take that advice. Find beauty in yourself.
Sometimes people
find beauty in yourself.
We're so judgmental when we see someone that's not perfect. We don't want to, not only will we not say words of encouragement, we won't say anything because we look at them like, oh, look at them. They're just nowhere near perfect.
Who do they think they are?
But I remember when I first met like Crystal B. Queen and discovered she was just deeply involved in the prison ministry and stuff like that. Can you imagine what it takes to actually, you're speaking words of encouragement and just being there to people who most of society
probably
have
have
just
lost
written
hope.
off.
Yeah.
That takes something extraordinary. Kudos.
Keep doing what you do.
Linda Huffer says, Tracy, you and Bill have inspired me to move up higher, even if I'm doing baby steps.
Yeah, even if it's a little something, like something that you want to move toward. Yeah.
Linda Huffer says, it was truly divine intervention when I had left my computer on one night and I woke up in the middle of the night to Tracy's voice.
Oh my goodness. I mean, when people write you and say, I found my way out of homelessness because I was listening, I was sitting on a bench and the person next to me had your video playing. I was just like, and after that, I found money, the last bit of money that she used to buy, what did she say? She went and bought
some
like
device to be able to see.
A device so that she can also listen to me craft. I'm crafting, right? And she said her voice, she actually ended up finding her way home out of homelessness.
After 2 years of being on the street.
So my thing is, why would I stop doing the thing that I'm going to do because someone doesn't like the way I'm doing it? But that person found their way out of homelessness.
Betty Penny says, Tracy, the camera went blurry during the attempted install. I wonder if that is what has been throwing things off. It's just a thought. You know, maybe.
Which is, we have a different camera on right now.
Well, no, you might have been your phone. She's talking about your iPhone. Maybe, did it try to install?
No, this one just did. It just did it.
Oh,
and I had to click
you
out of the screen.
I got you.
Yeah, this one actually did it.
I got you. Okay. Brother says, amen to what you said. Oh. Rhonda Higgins says she falls asleep listening to your old videos.
Oh, I love it.
Your voice is angelic, unlike mine. If you really want to have a nightmare, kind of.
The sound effects, okay? Oh, boy. Yeah, I'm just saying, y'all, keep moving forward in whatever that thing is. I didn't mean to go off on a rant, but I felt like someone needed to hear it,
Yeah, because here's the thing. You have to imagine, No matter, it doesn't matter what we think of ourselves. You know what I mean? As long as God thinks a certain thing of us. If once that seed is planted, if we're obedient to what He has planted, it doesn't matter what anyone says,
Right.
including us.
Yep.
It does not matter what we believe.
There's something that has to come out of you, and God has a way of teaching us a lesson to get that thing to make us move in the right direction. You know? I like this, friends and family. So I'm just creating these little tiny embellishments to actually add into the book. So this is where you can actually using all of your things to now create something inside to put inside of your book, right? So you got all of these. Look at this to flip through in your book. And I know y'all are watching. I hadn't talked about what I'm doing, but y'all can see. Look at this. I love it. Gorgeous. I'm going to take one of these here. These are really thick. Look at that. I don't normally see the chipboard like this thick on something like this for the images, right? So let's see if this will stick in here. Let's put it right there.
Rhonda Higgins says she has a paper pad with shades of gold and
Oh,
brown.
I bet you that would be gorgeous. I bet that'll be gorgeous. Rhonda's birthday is tomorrow, babe.
Beanie Free. Whose?
Rhonda.
Well, happy birthday, Rhonda. You're not getting older. Okay, you're getting older, but you're getting better too.
You're getting better.
Exactly.
I just hope that, you know, I just want to leave my mark on the world. You know, I've always wanted to do something big, but like I've told y'all, it's, you know, when I was so shy that I didn't think I could come out of that shyness to step into the thing that I wanted to do, you know?
You know what? Here's an example, I guess, of something where I didn't listen. So here, I guess this is like a confession. I was driving down the street the other day, and I saw a man walking down the street. And I was driving down the street. He was coming my way. And
He was
as
walking.
I looked
He was
over,
walking.
Yeah, he was coming down the street, and I looked over, I said...
But he was walking.
Yeah, he was walking.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked down at his feet, and I realized how he was walking. He didn't have on any shoes. He had on socks. And as we passed him, I said, man, Tracy, that guy doesn't have on any shoes. Then I kept trying to say, man.
And what did I say?
She says, well, why don't you give him yours? And then I started, and I was like, man. And I started thinking stuff like, well, you know, the traffic gets kind of heavy. He's probably turned. He probably went somewhere else now. I came up with every excuse in the world. And I said, well, Tracy, you know, he probably turned. And you know, by the time I get back, and she said, I see. So, why didn't you give him yours? I was like, Tracy, don't beat me over the head with it.
I didn't beat you over the head. I was just saying.
But I was getting beat to myself because when you said it, I was asking myself the same question.
You see a man with no shoes, give him your shoes.
And I kept making excuses for why I shouldn't turn around. I would do it, but anyway, just a thought.
Well, there you go. And all I could think is that man is walking on the hot pavement.
Man.
He had socks on too, and I know it was hot out there. Yeah. Next time though, babe.
Man.
Because we don't realize that even though we're one person, we can solve a whole lot of problems. You just have to look for the opportunity to bless somebody.
Then the main thing that was going through my mind, well, I said to myself, he looks kind of short, and I weigh like a 13 and a half, so that was going to probably be much too. I was coming up with another reason to not do it. Oh, Walter Russell, thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're so sweet. Oh,
Queen Elizabeth.
Queen Elizabeth just passed.
Cass Holden says, you never know what you can accomplish or find your dreams by staying in one place or in a negative state. We are responsible for our journey and happiness.
Yeah.
Jill Pound says she missed an opportunity on Sunday like that. I guess to help someone.
You know what? It follows you. So you start, you still feel it like, man, I should have. Sometimes you got to follow that instinct, that instinct that says, you know what? Because while Bill was saying, Tracy, look at that man. He has no shoes on. Give him your shoes. And he had on some thick black socks. Because I saw him. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But it just goes back to that, remember the cashier that was kind of like, made sure she pointed out to the young lady that was trying to get she was trying to get some teaching material from the store. You remember I was telling you about that?
I was there.
And the cashier at Dollar Tree just made her feel so small. The fact that she didn't have enough money to pay for the stuff, and all the stuff was educational stuff, because it was at the beginning of the school year. That was last year. And I could see people start to murmur and stuff in the line. And that bothered me. You know, the fact that there were people starting to like, oh, she don't have enough money. They were getting ready to go down that road.
Only because the cashier took them down that road.
And I could see the girl getting kind of like antsy, like almost not like
she was trying to crawl into herself. It seemed like
she had some kind of anxiety issues. For some reason, I tuned into her having some anxiety issues, and I didn't know her parents were outside in the car. But she almost didn't know how to get past that thing, and I could see the cashier was just getting ready to like not say something, but almost to like look at the other customers in the line like look at her, look what's happened, look at here, like, you know, just to make her feel worse than I'm sure she already felt.
Sarah Johnson says, I always have to follow that voice and do for others when I hear that voice, because like you said, Tracy, you can change people's situations.
And I'm telling you, that thing that may seem so minor to you is the biggest thing to that person who has lost all hope, not only for themselves, but just trying to just survive in the world.
If you really want to get...
And so that young lady, I ended up paying for all of her stuff, right? It was educational stuff. Nobody wanted to offer a solution, even though they may have had the solution. Nobody wanted to offer a solution. So
they did want to pass judgment, though.
They did.
In condemnation.
And I just wanted her to be able to get her stuff, you know.
But you really want to get deep with it. The entire reason for your existence could be that moment itself.
For me being in that store at that particular time.
Your
right?
entire reason to be on this earth, no matter how grandiose we may want it to be, could be that moment.
Yep.
And after that moment, your purpose may be fulfilled.
Well, and I didn't know her parents were outside in the car, and her parents, when I tell you, when I came out, it was like they were waiting right there in the car, and they were like, Oh my goodness. The mom was crying because to me, there felt like there was another issue going on there. Um, Maybe there was some kind of hopelessness that the mom was just feeling like, she was like, I just want to thank you, and I just, there's just so many things. And I know we feel like, gosh, there's so much stuff going on in the world. How can I make a difference? You can make a difference. Even if you're just one person, you can make a difference. And you may feel like, I'm only one person. You can make a difference.
DX says back in the 90s, Maya Angelou came to our local library and no one knew who she was except for me. She was there to look at artwork about her writing an American quilt movie done in art.
Wow. So I'm just making a card to go inside of my book here. All right, because you can use this to also make a card.
Ooh, Veronica Walter says, and you made a difference for all the individuals she went on to teach because of the materials you helped her acquire.
Oh my goodness.
Matter of fact, what you did might not have been for her. It might have been for one of the students.
And I would say she was about 19 years old. And I felt like she had some kind of maybe anxiety, social anxiety. It might be like her first, I think the mom said she was going to be like an aide, a teacher's aide or something like that. So I didn't know that though. I just know that when her card didn't work, she was a little bit,
you can't see like.
Yeah, almost, I could see there was something and,
And fearful. Really, like she was just crawling into herself.
But it's the way the cashier made her feel that really bothered me. And the cashier looked like she was even upset that I was paying for her stuff. Almost like,
how dare you save her?
I wanted to be here and gloat. Like I wanted to watch this, and make her feel less.
You deprived me of that.
Right. That's exactly.
And now I have to go back to my own existence that I can't stand. And when I finally found someone who I thought to myself, surely it has to be worse than my own, because you're not enough. I can see that you're not enough because you don't have enough. Let me gloat and bask in this moment.
Seriously, there's people out there just waiting for people to fail. And how sad is that? That you're just waiting for someone to fail. Just
hoping that they fail.
Right. And fail miserably. Because
that's how you validate your own existence.
Right. And so why can't I be the one to help somebody along the way, I want to be the one that does something that not many people would do, You wish that more people would do it, but let me be the one. If I need to go ahead and be the example.
Betty Penny says teachers' aides make little over minimum wage.
Yes.
Yet they care for our babies and support our teachers. Yep. They deserve.
And I could tell you as a librarian, the amount of money that I have spent for in the programs and things like that, I could tell you have a lot of people out there that use their own funds.
Veronica Walters says, growing up poor and even homeless at times, I never forgot anyone who ever helped us. She would never forget you.
Oh my goodness. Even as a kid, I just never really liked, it was always like the person that was left out. like even in school and stuff. I never liked that, like there was this girl that was teased so much at our school, and I didn't like the fact that the other kids made fun of her. Because could you imagine how isolated she would feel? And everybody was like, well, Tracy, why are you sitting next to her?
She's nobody.
She's got those bad rashes, and she look at the way her skin looks, and I remember asking my mom if I could invite her to stay with us for a weekend. I think I was like in fourth or fifth grade.
She was so happy with you.
Oh my goodness. What a wonderful person she is too. She was such a kind, sweet person. And I remember asking my mom if I could invite her over for a sleepover. And I was excited when my mom said yes.
Rhonda Higgins, that wasn't at Dollar Tree that Tracy was talking about. That was at.
No, that was at Dollar Tree.
I could have sworn that was Hobby Lobby.
No, with the young lady?
Yes.
No, that was at Dollar Tree.
Tracy, I was with you.
No, babe, you weren't. You were in the car.
Well, something happened at Hobby Lobby like that. I was right in line behind you, and remember the cashier. And we went outside, and the girl, it was a car where the people were right there.
No, this was our Dollar Tree right here, where that young lady and her family was in the car outside of the Dollar Tree.
Well, there you go.
You said I helped someone at
Yeah, we were at Hobby Lobby.
That could have been a different situation though. Could have been. But this particular one, this young lady was at Dollar Tree.
Well, there you go.
Because the line was so long. The line was just so long, and all the people were piling up in the back, getting ready to whisper and say certain things.
Linda Huffman says, I remember the days teaching. I spent so much on my students.
Yes, I bet you.
Provide for them the things they didn't have.
Exactly. You do it with such a giving heart, but at the same time, it's like, man, I'm spending all my money. But you because you care so much,
Well, a lot of these school systems, Tracy, they'll provide, they'll give the teachers assignments and don't provide the resources. So what if the teacher starts saying, hey, I don't have the resources.
But you know what?
So
they know, because teachers care a lot about their students too. So that's a whole nother, a whole nother thing.
What if they make up a different lesson?
Is that not gorgeous?
If they can make up a different lesson that falls inside of their resources, they'll come under fire. You didn't do the one you were supposed to do. And we didn't give you the resources to do.
Teachers just make it happen. They're such, they'll make it happen and not even blink an eye sometimes. I hate to say that the teachers, they do put themselves out there, librarians too. And they just care about what they do and the work that they do.
First, there's so many comments I could read. I just don't even know where to start.
Start at the beginning. That's all I can say.
So
start at the beginning, darling.
J.I. says, I taught for 18 years and bought school supplies for my entire class.
I bet you
for
did.
Many years.
Yep.
Rhonda Higgins says, my parents taught me and my brothers to never make anyone feel less than. We were poor too, but it was instilled in us that someone always has it worse.
Yep.
Show compassion to it all. J.I. says, I was spending $2,000 a year oftentimes.
I bet you would,
buying shoes, all kind of stuff.
Yeah, because you can't see that kid like... I mean, you just can't. I remember I was working at one of the... it's a private school. Tuition now, y'all. I was the media specialist. Tuition was $50,000 a year. All right. I found out about this this woman who had passed away. And she had the woman. Okay, so it's the grandmother. Her daughter passes away. She had 3 kids. The next month, her son passed away. He had 2 kids. No, he had 3 kids. So imagine the grandmother was just trying to get enough money to help pay for school supplies for the kids. And so y'all, I couldn't give up. This was the opportunity for me to do something. And um, the doing something meant making, going out to the teachers that worked at that school. And when one teacher found out, guess what happened? Another teacher found out. And another teacher found out. Do you know and then my sister found out too. Once I told my sister went to her, she was working in pharmaceuticals. At that time, my sister was a pharmaceutical rep. And she said, well, they need school supplies, but what about clothing? They're going to need shirts, sneakers. Let's get all the sizes of the kids, the ages. By the time those kids were ready to go back to school, do you know the teaching staff and the rest of the staff at that school helped supply all of the clothing for the kids, the boys, and girls, school supplies. So it starts with one person. A lot of times we say we're not enough, but like I always say, you put the pebble in the water, what happens? You create a ripple. And so we were able to take some pressure off of that grandmother by helping to supply all of the stuff that she needs. Because she's already grieving. She's lost her son and a daughter. And so I'm just saying there's always ways that you can help, right? Even though if you think that, you can only do a little bit, then just do a little bit, right?
There you go.
Look, y'all, you can create cards with this. Look how beautiful that is.
Damika says, my mom got all this new stuff for school. I came home and made my mom so mad. I told her that I lost my stuff. Until the teacher called her and told her that I gave it all to this one student that didn't have anything.
Y'all gonna crush me. Okay. Y'all gonna make me cry. Oh my goodness.
Man, that was man. There's some good stuff here. See you. Hi, Vicky, and see you. Vicky has to go.
All right, Vicky. Oh my goodness. I love the way she looks. Look how beautiful. Look how beautiful that is.
Bitty Penny says, my mother was a city secretary. She started food programs, and our family was always in service of the community. We were raised to show kindness to everyone regardless of their circumstances.
Yes. I don't know what it is, but I just always felt, and my childhood was rough, but I always felt like I had something in me, something that I wanted to do bigger things for some reason. And maybe that bigger thing meant just helping out, helping someone, sitting next to the girl in the lunchroom who didn't have a friend, who looked lonely,
Norma Watson says, y'all are going to make me cry. I love helping others.
And that's why I remember when I took Chelsea and Ariel down to the
shelter,
Hosea Williams food drive. Right, it was around Thanksgiving, and so we were in the line. And I'm not sure. I think it was Chelsea who complained about, we got to stand in this line because the volunteers had to stand in a line before we can get in. And she was complaining about it, and I said, you see that other line over there? You see how long it is? I said, imagine, those are the people who were standing in line to get food. We were down there to volunteer. And I said, those people in that line, imagine when they go home tonight, if they even have a home, more than likely they may not have a home. They don't know where their next meal is coming from. You do.
They have to stand in that line.
I said, so if we have to stand in the volunteer line for an hour to get checked in, then we're going to stand here and we're not going to complain about it. I said, because those people over there, those are the ones that we're here for. And they've been standing in this line for a good while just to get their possibly their first meal of the day.
Or maybe in a couple days.
She didn't say nothing after that. she didn't she didn't say not one word after that. Yep. Oh, Veronica Walter, she said, okay, it's official. I'm crying. My heart is so full hearing these stories. It's all about helping. I don't feel right if I'm not helping. I just don't feel right. I'm still mad at Six Flags, though.
I know.
I'm still mad at Six Flags Park.
I'll never not think about that.
Seriously, I'm still mad at them.
Anyway.
Six Flags, yeah, they didn't do right by this grandmama. Did we go back since then?
No.
We probably never went back since that day.
We told everybody that was in the sound of our voice or words.
So you those coupons that you get for Six Flags, right? There's these coupons that you can get, however many tickets, and then you get like a discount. And Six Flags, so there was this, we were in line and this grandmother couldn't get in. She had the 3 grandchildren with her. And she had to take the bus to get to the park to begin with. And so the grandmother was like, okay, baby, y'all go. I don't know how we got into a conversation with her.
Well, actually.
But I ended up paying for the kids to get in.
For one of them. Altogether it came to $40. But here's the thing. The grandmama had painstakingly budgeted for the exact amount that it came to get the kids in and her with the discounts. But when she got there, they claimed that the coupon was expired the day before or something. And she begged, please, can you please look? She told them everything. They were like, no, whatever. So now she had enough to get
all the kids. Well, I paid for
one or something.
Right.
So it came to $40. So we paid the $40 to get the kid in, but we didn't think about it. I thought she was fixing to go in. She didn't say anything about herself.
No, she said she was going to stay outside and wait for the grandkids.
Well, she said
to at least get in the park.
And we were like, oh my God, you mean you're gonna just?
And it was hot out there.
Hot. It must have been 90 plus, 100 degrees or something. And when she went in that park, I was like, man. And that's the story I think
she said she was going to stay on the curve and just sit out on the park while the grandkids went in and into the park until they could at least have fun since they travel so far. And I'm like,
and you know what?
Not cool. Okay.
She needed $40 to get in. I had enough to get in, but we were dating.
We were dating at the time.
I wanted to take Tracy to this one place to eat or something afterwards. And if I gave her the $40, the additional $40, I would have had enough to do that. So, and I got hung up on that. And I went into the park. And do you know, it's been probably 20 years. And to this day, I think about it all the time. I was so selfish. Why didn't I just give her the $40? Why didn't I pay?
I would have been like,
if we had to go home and
get
just
that
make
lady
a hamburger.
Get that lady in that park, okay?
Get the woman in the park with them grandkids.
I gave up all my money, y'all.
I felt so bad. I still do to this day. I got to read this one. Rhonda Higgins says, I remember being homeless, living in my car with my 1-year-old baby. I thank God daily.
Y'all gonna have the tears flowing over. Goodness. But look at y'all still continue to give, okay? Can't even.
She says, I thank God daily. For how God has blessed me. I give freely. Because I remember what it was like to have absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Isn't that amazing? And now you get ready to change the world by being obedient.
Yep.
Because he planted the seed.
And
And now you got to release that great American novel.
And a lot of times, people who have faced the most adversity end up being the most giving people. I've noticed that people like, man, you've been through that? Those are the people that end up being so giving and just giving of themselves like all the time. And guess what? It's amazing how you, even going through your mess, you find the resources to bless someone else. Even when you're going through your stuff. Oh, y'all just... How did we get here, y'all? How did we get here? That's all I have to say. Y'all messing us up today. Oh, boy. Exactly, Jill. What would we do without our crafty family? Y'all got Bill over here boo-hooing. Bill, he's over here trying to recover, okay?
That's Rhonda Higgins messing with me.
Rhonda done messed somebody up. Because you know what? It's like we go through all these trials and tribulations. We've lived life. And many times when we hear your story, everyone has a story behind or testimony.
Betty Penny says it all started by you lifting us up, Tracy, telling us not to surrender our peace to others.
Right. We got work to do. We got people to bless and people to uplift. I don't have time for the critics who are so focused on criticizing that they don't even see like that they can be a blessing too to someone. Try being a blessing to someone.
Brother Russell says, pay it forward.
Pay it forward, exactly.
How many of you all have been in line somewhere and you got up there to pay and were told, oh, the person in front of you paid for what you just ordered? Isn't that amazing? And of course, when that happens to us, we immediately pay for the person behind us. Sonia Creel says she didn't get to see the new kid. Oh yeah,
you know
somebody else didn't get to see it.
I forgot. Yeah, I need to. We
sorry, y'all.
We over here. We over here boo-hooing.
Okay, got me all messed up.
Rhonda got Bill.
I forgot where I was at.
Crying wasn't on the agenda today. Okay, but yet here we are. I didn't wake up this morning saying I'm gonna make someone cry today. You know. But man, when y'all tell your stories, y'all...
Actually, it wasn't just Rhonda. It was story after story after story. And that one was the straw that broke the camel's back. It was just too much for me after that, you know? It was just too much.
That was it for you, huh, babe?
I was through, okay, at that point. J.I. says, my mom does it all the time. She pays for the person's food behind her to drive through. That is just so amazing. I was in a restaurant with some young kids. They look like they might have been in either high school or early college. And they picked out a table with 4 people, older people. And they said, we want the bill for that table.
Oh my goodness, I love it.
Whatever they order dessert, let us, or whatever it is, let us know. And just bring the ticket to us.
I love it.
I was like, what? Look at those kids. Tell me, Crystal McLean, tell me, we have a revival online.
Online revival, ain't we? Aren't we? Oh, boy. it just encourages you to like your the work that you do is not being done in vain. You're doing the work, you know. You're making the world a better place because you're in it, right? Which is what we should all strive for. Can we solve every problem and every issue of the world? No. Can we make a difference in the lives of one person? Yes, we can.
Gloria Moss says, "This is the best thing ever. I am so inspired." You know, Brian
I
said
am
something
too.
that was really good. I need to say we go back.
You know what? We laugh and we laugh and we have fun and we just like, you know, we're just so glad to come together. But it's conversations like this that keep us going, because there's someone on here right now who's like being hit with one challenge after another, and that person is still gets up and keeps going. And sometimes it's hard to even just get out of bed.
With you reading that, that's perfect timing, because here's what Brian said. He says, "I am that type of person. I was bullied relentlessly in school. I still always try to help others. No one seemed to want to help me, however." Then he goes, "I still always try to put others before myself." Then he said, "God is good all the time. Never forget that." Then he says, "Even if things look hopeless, remember that the darkest hour is always the hour before daylight."
That's the hour before daylight.
And Brian just goes on and on.
Wow.
Imagine.
I love that.
I used to work with a guy who was bullied, and you would look at this guy, you would think there's no way this guy was like 6'5", but it didn't matter, because he had been bullied for so long in his life, he felt like he was 3'5", you know what I mean? And he felt hopeless, and we used to talk about it sometimes, and sometimes he would just cry. Imagine a grown man. He would cry and talk about how he would go from school to school, and somehow you just follow him.
And you imagine the
and now he's just trying to deal with life.
Right. And that's what a lot of people are doing now in their adult lives. They're just trying to deal with life. And who am I to make someone else's life so miserable, you know, that I get like, there's people who just like get this, right, I'm gonna show her, and I'm gonna tell her, give her a piece of my mind so I can make her feel even worse. Why?
Like, because she's there and I can't.
Because
I'll feel better with her feeling worse.
You're so unhappy that you'd rather spew whatever your negativity is. You want to just make someone else's day even worse.
Yes, I do.
Isn't that something else?
Ain't that a shame?
And so you wake up saying, whose day can I ruin today? And spew my hate at.
Because I have nothing else. That is what I live for.
And then you wonder why. How come I didn't get that job? Boy, I don't know. I have all the experience. I have the such and such. You wonder why you didn't get that job, right? You wonder why certain things didn't come through for you. Well, think about your actions, okay?
Someone, I can't find it, they asked, did we make a tutorial for this? I just put the link to the tutorial for the making of this book right here. Yes. It's called How to Make a Mini Album Tutorial. Prima Diamond Collection Kit.
I haven't forgotten, y'all. I'm going to show the kit. I'm making another card.
Sonia Creel says some people want to lift themselves through the downgrading of another.
Of other people. God,
it's the crab in the barrel thing. You know what I mean? When another crab tries to get out, the other crabs grab him, pull him back in. Hold up, Shay. What are y'all talking about?
I just don't get it.
I missed that, Shay.
When you look at some of these cards, these can actually be a a journal cover. That could be a design for a journal. You know, just saying. And that's going to be the base for a card.
Hold up. J.I., you at Walmart now? She says, wow, I had someone pay for my purchase at Walmart.
What?
$115.
There are wonderful people out there.
0 Pound says, look, all I want to know is who's filling in for y'all next Thursday. Cut to the chase.
Y'all are funny. Jill, you are too funny.
That's what I wants to know.
Just
okay?
for those of you that tune in, we won't be live next week.
Okay.
But I will have a video
Now
that's set to come out at 12 noon on next Thursday. So there will be a video tutorial.
after you glue that, please show this kid.
I will.
Natalie says, what paper is that? I need that in my life. People are wondering what's happening.
Okay, so this is the Prima the Prima collection kit. Hold on one moment. This is the diamond collection. I'm on a roll here, y'all. I got to put this inside here.
Exactly, Selena. Selena Mongo says, as Tabitha Brown often says, don't go messing up someone else's day. You hear?
Oh, she sure does say that
She
too.
always
Yep.
ends up saying that, no
Right.
matter what.
There's people who live to mess up
I love
somebody's
Tabitha
day.
Brown.
She is awesome, isn't she?
She is. Tracy T says, I love that paper kit.
I can't wait to see what y'all create with this. Look, I'm just putting this on here to see what I want to use. I'm really in love with
this. You don't
this.
put this kit up.
I'm going to put one of these here. This has got the little dots on it. Ooh, wait a minute. And y'all, I still have a lot of stuff in here. I'm going to put this to the side real quick. Okay. Here's the kit, y'all. Okay. And the kit also has, this stamp set is in the kit too. So here is the kit. I actually was rummaging through this. The kit looks much better than this because we already had them all neat and stuff. But so you got the stamp set plus this. This is the chipboard stickers. It comes with these other stickers here. These are not chipboard. These are just regular stickers. There's 2 sheets of those. So you got one and there's the other sheet there. Lots to play with in this kit. You have the paper pad. Look at that, y'all. 30 sheets. It's a 6x6 paper pad. You've got ephemera to go with it. And I still, after making this album, I still have a lot more stuff to play with. You have the Prima flowers that go with this, right?
You're right, BRJ.
You have the more Prima flowers with that butterfly. That butterfly is adorable, y'all. Of course, you got the crystals. Say it in crystals, 48 of those. You also have the Prima Leaves. Okay, here's what they look like. They have a wire in them. Okay, so you can actually shape them if you want to. Shape them the way you want. So you can cut these apart. All these you can pull apart. Or you can cut them and just glue them on whatever project you're working on. Is that not pretty? You also have the journaling note cards also. So there's 10 items in this kit. And it's just jam-packed with so much stuff.
J.I. says, I can't wait to get my kit. I should have been sleeping at 2 a.m. this morning, but no, instead, I was up placing an order for my diamond kit. And I got one more thing to say. BRJ Create says, this is such a beautiful kit. I have a few things from this collection. I am so happy to see all cultures being represented, even in crafting.
Yes.
The real world is colorful.
The real world is colorful. And we're better because all of us are in this world doing wonderful things, right? Like us coming together on this live. This is a reflection of how the world should be. If y'all want to see kindness and inspiration and encouragement, come over to our group on Facebook, Mindless Crafting Group. Boy, I tell you, we have some truly amazing people in that group. It's just a wonderful community, and I'm just thankful that we all have each other.
Tracy T said she wants everyone to know that she finally caved in and bought the Adaxi 158 count marker.
Did you? Did you? I'm so glad. Okay, so I'm gonna do one more thing on here, y'all. Just one more thing. Let me get my jumbo paper clips, because I got some stuff to make. I got something to make. And my desk looks absolutely... Did you see Tracy's desk during the live?
Child.
It was a mess. Well, thank you.
She called herself teaching somebody what her desk looked like that.
Looking like that. Girl, when I craft, my desk is neat.
So let me see a picture of your craft.
It's so funny.
Because I be so busy cleaning
It's so
my
neat.
desk.
It's so neat because I don't craft. So my desk
I do clean my desk.
Is really neat.
And find everybody I can to criticize what they desks look like. Okay.
Girl, go look at this, such and such. No wonder she can't find nothing.
Take it easy, Brian.
Brian
Says he has to go. He's going to the public library to see how I can volunteer to teach a craft class.
Oh my goodness, I love
Brian
it.
is always volunteering.
I love it, love it, love it.
Kudos, Brian, to you.
So this is about 3. We're going to come out to about here, right? So I'm just measuring this up just to make sure that we come out to about here.
Belinda Jackson says, Tracy, will you be ordering any more of this kit if it runs out before the end of the month?
The whole problem, here's the problem.
No.
Here's the problem. Because this is going to sell out. I could see it. I already see the numbers. I kind of know what's going to sell out. The problem is getting each piece. Like, I'd rather go through one vendor and get, like, even Prima doesn't have everything. What I'll do is I will try to see if there's more, if I can find everything to pull more kits together, because this definitely is one of those that should be in the store. But the whole thing was getting everything. The gems had to come from here, the leaves over here. So you're working with so many different suppliers that it would be nice to get them through one supplier. So I will research it and get back to you on that one. Because I would really love to have more of these, this particular kit, because I think more people should have this one. So I'm going to just, see, I only went halfway on this, right? So I'm just kind of making my little banner here. And Gooby's under the desk bothering me. I'm not sure what he wants. Gooby, Mom is on yeah, Mom is actually doing something, Goobs. Okay, Gooby's under the desk, y'all.
Hi, Eli.
Hey, Eli.
Hey, y'all. What's really funny? Here's a really funny story. For me, it's funny. But Katie Mae Craft used to talk about Eli. Eli, like, Eli, and I thought he was some little bitty squirt. Like, oh, he's probably like about 4'2" or something.
Being forced to watch Miss Tracy and Mr. Bill.
Right. Mad because Kitty won't let him play video games or something. Then she's like, oh, Eli's 6'4".
And how old is he? He's a
6'4"?
teenager, right?
How old is Eli again? I think he's 16.
He's a teen.
15, 16, something like that.
Oh, okay.
That's a big kid, okay? But not a kid now. Please.
I cannot get enough of her. Isn't she just gorgeous?
She is cute.
Oh, my daughters are gonna love this.
Yeah, isn't that beautiful?
Just beautiful, okay?
There's that timeless thing, almost like a shabby chic elegance.
That's gorgeous. I'm gonna cut it down. I'm gonna cut this down a little bit more now that I'm looking at it. I need a little bit more space on this one. Let's see. Just a smidgen on the edges. Don't be afraid to cut into your paper, y'all. She's gonna cut it after she rounded the edges. Yep.
Reagan Zick says she is absolutely stunning. Okay, Eli's 16.
Eli is 16. That's 16 is what, 11th grade?
I think so.
10th or 11th?
But you know what? Katie may be like, Eli, don't get it twisted. Maybe 16. I'm like, you want to get that bass out your voice, Eli? Okay, Katie, babe.
Stop throwing
I'm sorry. Can I go now?
Stop throwing Eli out under the bus, okay?
You know I'm 16. What? You know I'm 16? Oh.
Bill, so are you looking forward to...
Eli's going to the high school football game tonight with his girlfriend.
What?
His first girlfriend.
Oh, we need to
Mama
show up.
is not ready for this. If you're not ready, imagine her mama.
We not
When
ready.
big 6'4" Eli come walking to the house. Oh, hello, I'm Eli.
We're his internet aunt and uncle, so we are not ready.
Her mama gonna be like, oh,
Bill,
no.
We need to pull up at the game, don't we?
This is a grown man coming to my house. Oh, no, baby. You didn't say nothing about this.
Eli, do we need to pull up at the game?
Ain't nothing 6'4" coming in my house to talk to my 4'8" little girl right here. Jill Brown said, Tracy, I missed how you did the paperclip embellishment. How in the world did you attach the paper?
Huh? Jill, where did you go, Jill?
Jill Brown's been with me. Me and Jill Brown.
Jill. So, Jill, all I did was I took the paper, wrapped it, pushed it through here first. And then since I wanted this to be longer, all I did was I just folded that other part there and glued it. So I glued this part down. That's it. Super simple.
Gaytan says, Tracy, she looks a little bit like Ariel, I think.
You know what? She sure does, doesn't she?
Yes, she does.
She does, yep. She sure does. And there's a picture where Ariel, she looks a lot like Ariel, yes.
Kamina says, how is Adonis doing? Well, Adonis was missing in action. When he went back home, we couldn't even get him on the phone for about 2 weeks. He probably was going around his cousins and all kind of stuff. And I finally got him on the phone. I was like, Adonis. He's just laughing. Well, and he gave me he went to his excuse mode.
He sure did.
I would have called, but what happened was, here it comes. Well, see, you remember my cousin and I said, and then after that it was too late, and then the sun, I've been listening, man.
Then the sun will come out, and then the sun came out, and then
after that, and then the phone, look, man, I don't care.
He went through a whole rigmarole of excuses.
I do not care. My phone number, I intentionally put my phone number and Tracy's phone number in your phone.
Mm.
I told you could call us 24/7. We will answer the phone.
Mm.
Please. Straight Vicky just to say, "You're still here?" Vicky, you know how we do, okay?
Vicky.
You know how we do. Jasmine Javier says, "I feel you, Katie, man. I remember when my son had his first girlfriend. It was so hard to accept that my little prince was not little anymore."
Oh.
Hold up. How about this? If you feel that, imagine the child's mama, the girl. Because she's thinking
Mom
my
and
child
dad.
is little.
The
So
mom
look,
and dad.
you have problems accepting he not little. My child is still little, okay?
I just tell my kids, keep me out of jail. That's all I tell them. They were like, Mom, what do you mean? Keep me out of jail.
If Eli came over to pick up my daughter, I'd have everybody, me, the uncles, Mark, everybody, we'd be all over here looking half crazy. Unshaved, hair uncombed, looking like we've been working on cars for about a week. The time he knocked on the door, we all snatched him in the house, threw him on the sofa, bam! What?
Look, it was funny because
What?
Because you remember when so my Chelsea's fiance Manny, he's a twin, right? So Manny sent us one of the what do you call it, wedding favors, and it was like this cute journal. And at first when I saw it, I saw Manny is a twin. His brother got married in May, so they sent us one of the what was like a calendar / journal, and it has the bride and groom on the cover. And I was like, why is Manny on the cover with some other woman?
Oh yes, Lord.
Right.
I see.
So
Me, I just lost it.
I was like, wait a minute, why is he on the cover with? Why would he send us a journal with on the cover? It didn't dawn on me.
I saw it. I said, who that?
Because
I can't say exactly what I said.
Because all I saw was I saw Manny, because him and his brother, even though he doesn't think they look alike.
I said, do we need to take a trip?
I was like, do I need to drive up?
Do I need to book a flight right now?
Like,
what's this?
What's going on?
Hey, hold on. Katie May talking about, by the way, Eli's voice is very deep, like Lurch. Remember Lurch?
Oh, that's what she said? Like
yes.
Lurch.
And his girlfriend is 5'4". Oh, no. You ain't even coming to my house. Who is this deep voice, Lurch sounding voice guy trying to come up in my house?
We need to go to the game.
Hello, I'm here for you. You ain't here for nobody, okay? Get out away from my house. Lurch.
What was Lurch on? He was on what?
The Happy Family. No.
The who?
Remember the Monsters?
Yeah, but what show was that?
The Monsters. Remember Lurch? You had the hand came out the box. Lurch.
You're singing the Addams Family.
Am I singing the Addams Family? What is the Lurch song then? Well, you know what I'm talking about, Lurch.
I'm like, who's
Lurch. Y'all know I'm talking about Lurch, okay?
I know some themes songs.
Lurch. It's the Addams Family.
Right. Look.
The Addams Family. Lurch.
Right, but no, you're talking about the Munsters, right? Who is Lurch with? The Munsters or the Addams Family?
Ain't he with the Addams Family?
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. But you said, like, because it was Eddie Munster.
Yes.
Look, that was my show.
Lurch, man.
Eddie Munster.
Eli's Lurch, man. But we coming up in my house. Talking about seeing my 5'4", pretty delicate little flower. Come here, baby. Don't go around, Lurch.
Eli, you hear this man
Let me get a
over here?
restraining order. I need a restraining order. Some 6'4" Lurch sounding dude is at my front door.
Eli, come get him and take him to the game. I'm sure Eli is an absolute gentleman.
Well,
there
I
you
will
go.
never find out.
We're gonna be at the game. We coming to the game.
I'm coming to the game with y'all. I'm gonna sit right between you and her.
Bill, don't be that.
Like my little girl, my little daughter,
Don't-
Flower.
don't
Come
be
here,
that.
Flower. I'm gonna sit right here in the middle between you and Lurch.
Oh my goodness. Come get
Hey,
this.
and all messages go between me, Lurch. Anything you got to say, you say it to me. Do you want some? No, she don't want no popcorn.
Oh boy. get him, please, somebody. Hopefully he'll calm down before we get to the nail shop.
Ah, I know I ain't the only one. I know Ray the same way, ain't he? Look, Jill Pounds, you can't tell me John wasn't like that. you right.
Oh boy, y'all are funny.
I'm sorry. I you know what? You know, maybe if Eli's about maybe 5'9" or something, maybe almost 6 feet, but 6'4", and he's still on 11th grade.
Leave Eli alone, babe.
Kitty Mae says, "Don't worry, he's 16." And she's 15. Okay, every day to chaperone. I know, with me in the middle.
Y'all are too much, okay?
I'm driving.
Bill, you're off the chain now, okay?
I'm putting Eli in the front seat next to me, and my baby is going in the back.
Don't embarrass him like that.
With an armed guard, with a bodyguard. Oh, Carmina says my mom was when my hubby first came over to take me out on a date. She came downstairs with a plastic bag and went to the sewing machine and sat down and started to sew.
Oh wow!
Sew a plastic bag. That means you know what she's really saying is, "Hey, I'm here." Oh my God, J.I. says, my mom was afraid to drop me off at junior high because the boys had mustaches. Hold up.
You be like, you look at some of those kids, they looking, Bill, remember we went to the school?
I was junior high.
At 6th grade, it was 6th and 7th grade I went to speak with at the school.
And the boy had a beard.
No, the girl was looking right in my eye. Like, I'm 5'9" and a half.
When I went to middle school, the 7th grade, one of the guys I was like maybe 5 feet or something, but one of the kids was like about 6'2". He had a beard with he had white on it.
Huh?
He had a beard. He was a student. I said, "What is this?"
You thought he was a teacher, huh?
I thought he was a teacher. Okay?
Oh my God.
He ran around playing with the kids. I'm like, "What you doing?" Imagine seeing someone with a beard with white.
Carmina said
hopping around playing ball and rolling around. Like, what's going on?
Carmina said hubby just sat there, did not move, but boy, what his mind was thinking of, she scared him so bad that I said, you thought he wasn't gonna come back, huh? And here y'all are.
Kitty Mae says Eli's so sweet. He opens doors for her. And
exactly.
Holds her hand. Oh yeah, because y'all looking. Turn your head and see what he do. I'm just kidding, Eli. Eli be like, turn your head. No, we're not turning our head, Eli. Kitty Mae says,
can Eli just go out on his date now?
Okay, I'll let Eli go to his date. With me! Kitty Mae says, my hubby proposed, my granny got after him with a hammer. Yeah, that's about right. That's about right.
That's funny. Not Granny with the hammer. She was
joking. Tell me she was joking.
Not Granny with the hammer.
She was not joking, okay?
I think, what did Ariel say? She said that she has to be really serious about the person because she said they be getting attached to us, me and Bill, right?
Hold up.
Like all of her, whoever she has dated.
She won't even bring her home.
No, her boyfriend. Remember, like the one boyfriend that she had when she was in high school.
I really like that guy, and that's why she won't bring nobody.
Right, because she said they get so attached to y'all. Isn't that a good thing? Oh boy, fun.
I was going to say something that was really good, but I forgot. I can't stand that.
Well.
No, seriously, on a serious note, Eli, it's obvious you're a great guy. And I believe it's going to be a great day. Enjoy yourself. Have a wonderful time. And my mother used to always say, always treat someone the way you would have wanted someone to have treated your mother. I'm like, that's no fun. I can't even go today because I didn't want nobody to date my mama. What you talking about? No, but seriously. Selena Mongo says that is a beautiful kid. She reminds me of Foxy Brown, Pam Grier in the 70s. I can see that.
Oh, yes, I can see that too. I'm going to just put this right along the bottom.
Gloria Moss says, you know what I find amazing about you guys? We've gone on a roller coaster ride from soul-bearing, tear-dropping to just laughing about youth and the things they go through. It is so amazing.
Yeah, we're all of us, and I know y'all can relate. We're multifaceted people. Just love to laugh, How adorable is that?
You know what Sonia Creel says, Gaetan, Tracy cannot call your name. Too many letters in one hyphen. It's Gaetan.
What'd I say?
You said guillotine. You said guillotine or something. But Gaetan, she got me. She spelled it Jay, gay, and then tan, Tan. Gaetan.
So I can stick this on any of the pages. Let's see where we got some room here. These can fill up quick, can't they? I can actually put it on this one if I wanted to, but I want to cover her up. I could either use that or use this in the other book that I'm creating, right? I think this needs a little bit of stitching.
Mika says we need to go on tour. North Carolina is the first stop, by the way.
What will we talk about? Oh, you mean like on tour, like a
I don't know. Jasmine Javier says that is exactly what I taught my son. I always repeat it to him. Treat your girl the way you wish a man treats me. He is such a good man, loving, respectful, and caring whenever he is in a relationship.
Oh.
And I joke around a lot, but in all honesty, that's exactly what my mom used to say. And she used to also say something like, "Don't bring home anyone that you wouldn't want your mother to meet." Or she would say, "Don't interact with anyone you wouldn't want your mother to meet." That X's out a whole heck of a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. I used to tell my kids,
if you wouldn't want your mother to meet this woman, why are you wasting your time?
Choose your friends wisely.
Why are you wasting your time? You know you wouldn't want your mama to meet this girl that you've been thinking about right here. So that kind of cleanses your intentions a whole heck of a lot, Oh, I got you. Gaetan says Sonia was saying that she can't win because of my name.
Huh?
You can win. When people hear your name, they be like, "Ooh, listen to her name. It sounds so exotic."
Look at that. So you could put your paper clip in there. Or you can drop it in one of the pockets. So it's just up to you. Let's see if it'll fit in one of the pockets here. I think it looks really pretty clipped. I may have to put another pocket there because this will get filled up pretty fast. So add some color in here too. It's a little bit too wide, so I'm going to just go ahead and put it on that page, right? So many little spots on here, huh? Okay, look at that, y'all. And I have let me just show y'all how much is still, after doing this, right? There's still more stuff. Look, it's starting to get nice and chunky. There's still more scraps and embellishments. Look, there's still this. Look how much stuff is still left here. I haven't even used these yet. There's these. And if you haven't watched the tutorial, I will link the tutorial for you. There's still more of this. Look at all of this fun stuff here. Look, I still have all of this. still have more stamping to do. Still have more papers in here. Look at that. I'm just going to switch this over to the middle because I really want y'all to see how much stuff. I'm going to put this in a box so I can actually have everything stay together with this kit. Look at this, all of this. More scraps over here. I'm going to do like little, maybe some borders in there and bookmarks. Look at this, still more stuff. You see what I'm saying with this kit? Look at all of this. Look, y'all. Look at all of this I still have left. Okay, look. Look at it. Oh, that doesn't belong. But all of this still left from the kit to put in. And that's all I did was I created this and these right here. And there's still more stuff. Just, oh my goodness. And then if you run out of stuff, use the stamp set and create more patterns. Use the stamp set to create more patterns.
Yeah, but you sure. I'm having technical issues. I can either see the video or the chat, but not both. Try restarting your device.
That's different. So I still got so much more stuff to do. This would be a cute tag, wouldn't it? That would be a cute tag. Yeah, I still have more stuff. Look at all this stuff I have to use. So much fun playing. Y'all, look at this.
Harriet,
look at my desk. Okay, look at it. Now I'm going to sort through this stuff and then just kind of put stuff in a container.
Harriet
So
says, oh yay, this is the first time I watched the live when it was live. I'm so excited.
I'm so glad for you. I'm so happy for you. Glad y'all could join us. We went over the meadow and through the woods.
Windstar 2018.
We went all over the place in today's live. But I hope that something that we said or we made you laugh today. Maybe you weren't having a good day and we made you laugh or we made you cry and you feel encouraged.
I'm so glad to spend this time together. I don't know the rest.
Just to have a laugh or sing a song.
There you go.
I forgot the
rest too. Somebody knows the rest.
Ah.
Eli said thank you that he loves all y'all. The last thing I said, Tracy, to Eli, and I meant this too. I said, Eli, have a wonderful first date. It is one you will always remember. The others can often mesh together into one long reel that becomes difficult to separate, but there's nothing like the first.
Oh.
You will remember every nuance of that first one. 30, 40 years from now.
I don't remember. Ever since I met you, it's all a blur.
Well, there you go. Woo!
All the others are a blur. Okay.
There you go.
Who? Tracy, remember when you used to who?
Exactly. Jasmine says, I love Thursdays. Even if I don't craft along, it's a wonderful day that I always look forward to during the week.
And we look forward to it also.
Uh-oh,
sometimes we come on here,
Tracy
we have no idea what we're going to do sometimes when we come on. But y'all are right here with us.
Amy Shelmeyer says, I missed the first part. What kid is this? You'll have to hear. I'll put it out for you.
This
You'll
is
have to
the
go check it out, huh?
yeah. This is the Prima Diamond collection.
It's new,
and it is gorgeous. I mean, just absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to sort through my papers and put my flowers aside in one. I have some containers because I want to work with this through the weekend. Y'all, I got to pack too because we're leaving on Sunday.
Hold on, we haven't even unpacked.
We haven't
from the last one.
I've been unpacking like day by day, but
I ain't unpacked.
We have not unpacked since we got back from DC. Okay, this is like just being transparent. So I need to go pull out some, and all the clothes in there are are clean. So we brought all clean clothes back. I did laundry at Chelsea's. So ever since we've been back, we have not unpacked.
Not
So
even
I'm like,
to.
do we really need to unpack? Let me throw my swimsuit in there and some beach shoes or whatever. And I guess we're good to go, huh?
You know, might as well be, huh?
Yeah, so next week Thursday we will not be on live, okay? Here's the kit. This is the Prima.
Look who just sashayed up in the room.
This is the Prima kit. Just to give y'all one last look.
And I just put a link also to that how to make a mini album tutorial.
Yes, look at the mini album tutorial. Go get your scraps. You have everything you need to make these albums. I'm addicted. I don't know how I'm going to survive the vacation without my crafting stuff.
Melanie just walked up in the room and can't get past Strawberry.
Right. Strawberry is just like...
He drug her to the floor somehow. Don't ask me how he did it.
So just showing y'all one last look at the kit. There's also the stamp set. I need to go downstairs and get the stamp
Gloria
set.
Moss says, save the kit for me.
So there's 10 different things in the kit. It's a great bargain. I mean, the amount of stuff that you get, and you get to create stuff like this. So this video was released. It's over an hour video. So it's a long one, but I had fun creating this. So look at that spine. Everything is in the kit except for the black paper. I used 90-pound cardstock. And for some reason, that exact cardstock is sold out on Amazon. So I may have put links in previous videos to that cardstock, but now they don't have it in the black 90-pound cardstock that I was using. So yeah, y'all go ahead and do
Same Gloria Moss.
Those albums. So in the past week, y'all have seen these are all the albums that I've created. I'm on a
Sonia Krill says, where are we going with the Quilting Marine?
So I'm a beginning learner. Sonia Krill, if we told you that, you'd probably meet us there, okay?
We're like, is that Sonia Krill I said to do? Well, that's Suki Hannah. Is that both of them?
Don't ask, don't tell, but there is a beach.
Who's the other person? The aunt?
There's a beach, okay? So that's what I've been doing. The last couple of last week. So I'm a beginning album maker too, just like everyone else, you know?
Jasmine Javier says, let me see which of my kids I can bribe so they can buy me the kit.
Get it soon because we only have limited quantities, but I will work on seeing how I can get more items in that would complete, where we can get complete kits together for y'all. Because I have a feeling they're going to sell out. I think possibly during tonight. For some reason, Friday nights, everybody likes to shop.
Jasmine, call your kids, Mama.
Right.
For the time that I carried you, loved and adored you.
Don't bribe them like that.
Buy me the kit. Not no charge. Buy me the kit. Andrea White says, hey, I ordered the kit. Your video has been very encouraging to me today. I thank you and all the other sunbirds that contribute to me feeling better in my spirit. Again, I thank you.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Julie Jones. Cindy Piper. Nellie M says, I'm addicted to making albums also. Started with Maybe, and now I'm going to make your version.
Oh, I love it.
These would be
I've always wanted to. I've always seen videos on making like albums, but nothing that was as I like how easy Lyric Lover Crafts does hers. So go over and subscribe to her channel, Lyric Lover Crafts. She's awesome. Look,
Hi, Ava Lee.
Tamika said, I'm just going to give Bill my credit card so that every live he can just charge me whatever Tracy is working on. So I'm going to add that recipe book to as another one. I was thinking about, and I was like, you know what, this would be cute in a recipe book. You know, with Thanksgiving and the holidays coming up, what a great gift
Linda
to give
Huffman
to
says,
someone.
will you be selling individual items? I need more paper. I have the other stuff. I just can't find it. I need the paper.
I'm gonna look and see if I can order some more things in. But I have to, like, everything has gone to the kit. So the few things that we have left over, as long as all the kits are intact, then I can actually put the other stuff in the store individually.
Ava Lee says, Warren Wolf and Chris just played the DC Jazz Fest.
Oh, wow.
For those who don't know, Ava Lee, which I think is her grandson, but anyway, Warren Wolf is one of the foremost jazz musicians on earth. Okay, not just the U.S., but the earth. Kudos.
Jill Pound said, enjoy your vacation and have lots of laughs. Jill, I don't think you understand the level of hilarity, okay, if that's even a word.
Not hilariousness, but hilarity.
Hilariousness.
Hilariousness. Hilarity.
With my sister and Mark, the quilting marine. I mean, it's just, we were on the phone yesterday already laughing. It's going to be funny because we're going to get pedicures with them later on this afternoon. So Mark, you know, he's not stepping on the beach with those feet, okay?
Now that you remember, Bill.
So this is his first pedicure.
Over here.
Jill Powell said, I will be listening for your laughter. All right, y'all. We're going to go ahead and sign off. Y'all take care. This was a great live. We really enjoy being on with y'all. We're going to miss you next week.
And Eli, when I come back, I want to hear about your first date.
Oh, we're going to be there, okay? We'll be the ones with the sunglasses on, the dark shades.
I'll be the one in the middle between you and your 5'4" Flower. Her name is Flower. Flower.
Oh, my goodness. Y'all take care.
Her name is Petunia.
We'll see you next week, okay? No, not next week, the week after that. Y'all take care. Bye.
Flower and Lurch.
Bill, say bye.
Bye. Eli would go, bye.